Is it on? Okay. Ignore the webcam. The Purge Anarchy, I like it more than The Purge, oh my god. Because some stuff happens. Stuff happens. It's exciting, it's thrilling. Anyway, so for the story, we have like 3 different stories that like all come together and become one story. So we start off with like this diner, and this lady is working there and she wants a raise, but she doesn't get it. And it's like the night before the purge, so like it's like the afternoon before the purge. And so basically she goes home and she lives with her daughter and her dad. And like the dad is sick and something about medication. I don't even care. Then we change to another story where it's about a couple who I guess is breaking up. I have no idea. They never really explain it. Like, if I guess they're married and they're getting a divorce or something. Hell if I know. Then we switch gears to like some guy who's just sitting in his apartment building, and he's got a bunch of guns, so you know that he's ready for the purge. He's purging. Duh. And we see on like the wall behind him a bunch of newspaper clippings about how some guy killed a kid but got off on a technicality or whatever. So he's just like, I guess he's going to get revenge. I can't remember anybody's name in these movies. You know what, we're just going to call this guy Booker DeWitt because, he's Booker DeWitt, yeah. Anyway, so basically everybody prepares for the purge except for the couple who was out doing some stuff, and then some biker guys talked to them and they got scared and they drove away, but then like their car stops because the power steering or some shit, I don't know. And basically they look under the car and some random wire is cut, and then we see the biker guys off in the distance and they're like, they cut the wire. No way. And they're stuck downtown during the purge where all the purging shit goes on, so they're kind of screwed. And all this time, Booker is just like driving through the streets. Like, I guess he had to get to the house where the guy was, but he had to go through town. I don't know. And then in the house with the mother and daughter, we see that they go to get the grandpa for dinner because he was just like, don't bother me, I'm going to be sleeping through this purge, I hate it. And then they go in and they see that they knew he was dying, pretty much. So what he did was he goes to a rich family's house, and what they're going to do is they're going to deposit $100,000 into the family's bank account so that they can kill this guy in the safety of their own home. Because apparently that's just what rich people do in this world. America. Anyway, so basically they're all upset about it, but while they're all upset about it, these like SWAT guys show up, and then like their drunken neighbor bursts in and he's like about to attack them, and then he gets shot by the SWAT guys, and then the SWAT guys like they capture them, and then they drag them downstairs and they drag them out into the street. And while this is going on, we still see, like, the couple that's, like, running away from the purge, and, like, Booker, like, just driving around. And we see this truck driver guy, basically, like, he's just in a semi in the back, and he's got, like, a machine gun on a stand or whatever. He was, like, in the movie earlier, like, some guys walk by his truck, and then he just shoots them, and, yeah. So basically, he's just there to kill them. And, like, apparently, like, Booker just, like, comes upon the scene and he's just like, drive away, man, drive away. But he doesn't drive away. Then he saves them. And he shoots, like, the machine gun guy. And while he's out of his car, like, killing everybody and saving the 2 girls, the couple finds his car and they end up just hiding inside it because they didn't think he was coming back. So yeah, you can see where all this goes. Like, they all end up in the car, they're all freaking out, and then they just drive away, but the machine gun guy, he was not dead, so he just, like, he gets the machine gun out, and he's just like, and he just shreds up the car, and then they drive away, and then they find out the car is busted because apparently he had armor-piercing rounds, even though the car, like, whatever, the car had armor-piercing, whatever. So what they decide to do is they're like, we know this guy is, like, trying to get to a certain place so that he can, like, kill the guy who killed his son. But, the mom says that she has a friend from where she works, and she's just like, they can get you a car if you can get us to their house. So they try to get to the house, and, like, all along the way, they're just, like, they're running away from the biker guys, they're running away from the guy in the truck who has a new truck because he works for the government. Shocker. And yeah, so basically they're just running away, and a lot of ridiculous stuff happens. Like, it's, you know, it's a pretty funny movie. Like, you see Booker just driving down the road, and, like, behind him, like, a school bus goes by that's on fire, and there's a guy that's just, like, he cracks open a beer and he has a sniper rifle. It's a pretty funny movie, okay? Trust me on this. And then, so, eventually, they make it to the house, but apparently the traffic cams have been following them this whole time, so the machine gun guy knows where they are, and he's coming to get them. But they don't know that yet. So they get into the apartment where, like, the friend is, and basically, they get in there. Oh, it's at some point, like, the boyfriend, or, like, the husband, of, like, the couple, like, he got shot at some point, and they're just trying to heal his wounds. So basically, they're kind of stuck there, but Booker's just like, I have to go out there, and then they find out that there, like, wasn't a car to begin with, and, like, the mom totally played him, so he's just, like, so mad, so he's about to leave, but then the sister of the woman whose place they're staying at, she pulls out a friggin' handgun and, like, shoots her because she's just like, I found those emails, and, like, because apparently her husband was cheating on her with her sister. Drama. And so basically they take her down or something, and then they leave, and then they find out that, oh my god, the SWAT guys are here. So they haul ass, and they jump over a fence, and then Booker DeWitt goes after them, like, after they jumped over the fence, and then they get caught by the biker guys. Of course they were there. Of course. And, like, basically they get inside the truck, and, like, they're all wearing these stupid-looking masks that had me laughing my ass off. They all look ridiculous. All of them. Basically, they're just like, how did you find us? And he's just like, luck. You know what? Fine. And then they're just like, why don't you kill us? And he's like, we're not purging, we just want money. So we find out that they're taking them to, like, this elite gathering where, like, people just, like, hunt down people that are specially, like, gathered for them to just, like, they pay money and they go and they hunt. It's like laser tag or paintball, but deadly. And the other side can't shoot back. So basically they get selected and they get put in, like, this, it's sort of like, it looks like a garden with, like, fountains and shit, but it's indoors and there's, like, a viewing window and shit. I don't even know. But basically, they get in there, and they're totally screwed. But Booker DeWitt is prepared because, like, I guess he was a police guy or whatever, and they're all wearing, all the, like, shooter guys are wearing night vision goggles, so he's like, I gotta get me some of those. And basically, he takes one down, he gets his shit, he gets his gun, and then he takes down, like, 5 more guys. And then, like, the people that are watching in, like, the viewing window, they're just like, get him out of there, and then they call for help from, like, their backup in suits or whatever, and they're just like, they're, like, crowded behind a wall, there's too many of them, we'll never make it. And the girlfriend turns to the boyfriend, and she's like, I want you to know that I love you, and then he gets shot, like, right in the chest, and he's just gone, and I was just like, I should be sad, but I'm not. And, oh, shit, I forgot to mention, earlier in the movie, the daughter, she was watching this revolutionary on her computer who's, like, talking about how, like, the Purge is, like, evil and we need to stop it by killing the upper class or whatever, and like, later he hacks into, like, a big TV screen in, like, the city. I don't know where they are. And he's basically just like, we're gonna take the fight to them or whatever. Basically what happens, while they're behind the wall, some alarm goes off, and then a smoke bomb gets dropped in. And in comes, like, these revolutionary guys, and they're like, don't shoot us, we're here to help. And then they shoot back, and they're killing all the guys. And then the guy from, like, from the TV and the internet is just there. Like, by some coincidence, he just happened to be in the same city as these guys. Fine. So, they escape. The girlfriend gets left behind because she's still freaking out over her boyfriend dying. And, like, the revolutionary guy, he's just like, don't worry, we'll take care of her. And I thought that meant they were gonna kill her, but they didn't. And then they get in a car that they stole from the lady running the whole auction thing. And they go to the house of the guy that killed the guy's son. And they're just like, don't do this, don't do this. And he's like, stay in the car, I'm going to do this. And so Booker just, like, he heads in there, and basically he's about to kill the guy. He's just like, he starts beating him up, and he's just like, do you know what my son looked like? And it's all very dramatic and scary, and then you hear a scream from outside. But, like, you're outside the house and you hear a scream. Film. And, like, you assume that, like, he was sticking a knife to his eye, so it was just like, oh my god, he cut his eyes out. But, like, then you see him just walk out of the house, and then he gets shot in the friggin' chest, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't see that coming. And then it was the machine gun guy, because apparently he worked for the government, and, like, it was his job to go out and kill a bunch of people because, I don't know, like, not enough people are purging, so, like, the government has to step in and make the numbers go higher. Something. It's the new Founding Fathers. It's from the last movie. I don't even care. And so basically, he freaks out. He's just like, you shouldn't have saved them. They were mine to kill. There's no saviors on Purge night. And then, out of nowhere, he's, like, about to kill him, and then he gets shot in the forehead, and the guy that Booker DeWitt was gonna kill, just, like, he comes out of the house, because apparently he didn't kill him, but we still heard a scream for some reason. I don't even know. And he comes out, and then, hearing the gunshots, the mother and daughter, they come out, and they help him, and then the siren goes, and the purge is over, so, like, those other guys that were backing up the machine gun guy, they screw off somewhere. And then, like, they're just like, they say to the guy that he was gonna kill, get your car, and then, like, they pick him up and they drive him to the hospital, and then, like, he lives. I don't know, the movie ends with them in front of a hospital, and, like, they're saying, like, you did it, you didn't kill that guy, or whatever, and, yeah, then the movie's just over. It was exciting. Yeah, okay, I'm done. Bye.